Hey guys, welcome back, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be the next series in my Battle of the Drugstore videos. Today we are going to go over color correctors. I have a bunch here to talk about. Most of these are from different brands, except for somehow I ended up with 3 from NYX. But I have Wet n Wild, Maybelline, Physicians Formula, Essence, Ulta. I have a bunch. So we are just going to dive in and get started. I'm not going to go in any specific order. I'm just going to kind of grab and talk about them. So the first one I'm going to talk about is probably one of the most popular ones from the drugstore, and it is the NYX color corrector. It looks like this. I really like this one just because mainly of the color selection. You have a really nice color selection in here. You have a green, a yellow, a purple, a salmon, a deep color, and then your concealer color. So I really like the color selection in here. I also just really like the packaging. I just like that it's all white and it's just really sleek, and I just really like the packaging. So as far as formula and consistency of this one goes, this one was actually one of my favorites. Before I made this video, I hadn't tried any of these. I was never really super into color correcting or anything like that. So all this was super new to me. So this one was definitely one of my favorites that I've tried, and this one has a lot of hype. I know that a lot of people do really like this one. It's really creamy, easy to work with, super easy to blend. When I use the green, some of them left green behind and you could see it through my foundation. This one didn't do it. It blended it away really nicely, and the foundation just was able to cover it up no problem at all. The one thing that I did not like about this palette, which was really disappointing, is the deeper concealer shade right here. I thought this would be really good for cream contouring, but it just blended away to absolutely nothing. It was so light on my skin, and I mean, swatched, it looks like it'll be a good color, but for some reason it just did not work on my skin tone. So that was unfortunate. I thought that I was gonna love that for cream contouring, but just did not work for me. But everything else about this palette I really love. Okay, next, another one from NYX that I was not a huge fan of. This is the NYX HD Finishing Powder, and this is in the mint green shade. I was really intrigued by this because I had never seen a color correcting powder before. I mean, I'm sure they're on the market. Me, just personally, I had never seen them. Probably because I was never really into color correcting, so I wasn't really looking for it, but this really intrigued me, and I was like, this is gonna be awesome for red cheeks. This will just be great in the morning, just kind of brush it on, and I think this will be great. So I was really disappointed with this product. First of all, when you go to swatch it, it's so creamy, so finely milled. When I was rubbing my finger in there for the first time, I was like, oh, I'm gonna love this. And then I pulled my finger out, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell on camera, but it looks so sheer. You can see my finger through it, and it just does absolutely nothing. It just blends away to nothing. You can't see this on my skin at all. I put a powder brush in here and I layered this on, and you just could not tell at all. So unfortunately, this was a no-go for me. I thought I was gonna love this. I thought this would be really super easy and convenient for rosacea and things like that, but unfortunately it was so sheer, did not show up. Really disappointing in this product. Really disappointed in this product. Okay, another really disappointing one was from the Ulta brand. This is the Ulta Color Correct Concealer Palette. Looks like this. You have a really nice variety of colors in this one, so I thought that this looked pretty promising. You have a dark concealer shade, a lighter concealer shade, a purple, a green, and a yellow. And then you also do get a little brush that comes with it. I wasn't the biggest fan of the brush with this product, but I'm not a really big fan of most brushes that come with these sort of things anyway, so that wasn't super disappointing to me. What I didn't like about this was it was almost too creamy to the point where it was sheer, blended out to nothing. It just really didn't do a lot for me in my skin, unfortunately. Again, I was really excited for this medium brown contour shade because I was like, this is gonna be a great cream contour shade, but it just blends out to absolutely nothing on my skin. Super disappointing product. Definitely would not recommend this one. I haven't tried very many things from the Ulta brand, but I am actually planning on doing a full face of makeup using only Ulta products, so look out for that video. I'm really excited about it, but this one from the brand was not very exciting. Next up is one from Wet n Wild, and this is the Wet n Wild Coverall Correcting Palette. Looks like this. It's a little circle. You get a green, a yellow, a purple, and a white. Now this is the only color correcting palette that I picked up that has a white in it. And I actually honestly wasn't really sure how to use a white for color correcting, and on the back here it just says that the white brightens any color, so whatever part of your face you want to highlight, this is it. So basically I guess you're just supposed to use it as a highlighter. I don't know, I didn't really use it. Swatched, it looks pretty sheer. It's not like a stark white, which I guess could be a good thing, but it's just a white cream. So I'm not sure I'll get any use out of that white shade, but I did play around with the other colors, and this one was just okay. I definitely didn't hate this product at all. It had good coverage. It wasn't sheer, it wasn't cakey. It was a little bit difficult to blend, I noticed, but once I got it blended out, it looked fine. So this one was just kind of middle of the radar for me. It wasn't horrible, wasn't spectacular. This one was super cheap, so I do definitely recommend this one if you're on a really tight budget. It definitely does the job. Okay, next up I picked up two from Essence, and these are in like little stick type things. I got this one, which is their peach one, that is Say No to Dark Circles, and then the green one, which is Say No to Redness. Now honestly, when I first picked these up, I did not have high expectations for these. I thought that I was not gonna like them at all. They were cheap, obviously. Essence is a really cheap brand, so I just didn't have high expectations, unfortunately, but I was really pleasantly surprised by these. First of all, I do like that they're in like this stick form or whatever. It's just super easy to draw on under your eyes, or take it and draw on a pimple or around your nose or wherever you want to hide the redness. So I like that you didn't have to grab a brush or your finger. It was just super easy, not messy at all, easy to work with. I thought that these were going to be really sheer, but these actually had pretty good coverage. They weren't cakey at all. I was just really pleasantly surprised. I think these were like $1.99 or $2.99 each. So these were super affordable. I think that these are their only two colors though, but honestly, like, these are the only two colors that I personally ever really use for color correcting anyways. I mean, sometimes I use purple, but very rarely, so I definitely recommend these guys. Okay, next up is from Physicians Formula, and this is their Mineral Wear Talc Free Cushion Corrector and Primer Duo. This has an SPF of 20, and this is their yellow/green combo. They have another one, which is a purple and like a salmon color, I think, but I opted for this one because I can use the yellow under my eyes as well, and I'm always looking for something to hide redness, so I went for this one. Now, the first thing that I noticed about this product that I did not like is the fact that the two colors are just right next to each other. I wish that they had put in some sort of divider, something to separate the colors so they're not just like right there. I did use the sponge that it came with, so to use the sponge, it just didn't give you much room to get in there and get the color that you wanted. So right away I knew that I wasn't a huge fan of that. Not a huge fan of the sponge either. For the yellow, it was really hard to work it under the eyes. I think that a beauty blender, a small beauty blender, like one of the little tiny ones, I think would work great for this. Definitely be hard to use a big one in here, again, because there's no sort of separation. But formula-wise of this, I really did actually like it. It's a little bit sheer, but it is a cushion, so I can kind of understand that. This is not something that you'll want to put like on a big pimple or something. It doesn't have great coverage. What I think this would be really good for is someone with rosacea, someone that can just take a little beauty blender and like dab it on their cheeks. I think that this would work perfectly for you. But again, it's not a really thick, creamy consistency, so it's not going to be good to cover up those really big pimples. But it was super easy to blend, super easy to work with, so this is one that I really did like. It just depends on what you are using your color correcting for. Again, I think if you have rosacea, I think this would be perfect. I do wish that they sold just the colors individually, because I don't think the yellow was super great for under the eyes, because again, it was a little bit sheer, but I did really like the green for like rosacea and redness and things like that. So I do wish you could just buy like one color of these and not get the duo. That's a little bit annoying, but all in all, I really liked this. Okay, this one is actually new, I think, right? I think this is new. This is from Maybelline, and this is the Maybelline Master Camo Color Correcting kit. This is what it looks like on the inside. Sorry, it's messy. I've been using it. So it has a row of color correcting, a row of concealing, and then a row of highlighting. This one also comes with a brush, which actually I was really pleasantly surprised with. I actually really enjoyed using this brush. Normally, I think I mentioned before, I don't normally like brushes and things that come with products, but with this, I actually really like the brush that this came with. This is a really nice color correcting kit. So creamy and super pigmented. The coverage on this was amazing. Like, such good coverage. I just really liked the consistency of this product. It was just really easy to work with, really easy to blend. I just think this is a great color correcting kit altogether. The highlighting side, I probably honestly won't use too much. The one that's actually like kind of not shimmery, but like highlighty is really pretty. I just am not a big user of like cream highlighters like that, but honestly that's really stunning. I might end up using that, but altogether I think this is a really nice color correcting kit. Okay, and the next one I want to talk about is from L'Oreal, and I think this one is new too. I think this is the L'Oreal Infallible Total Coverage Concealer Kit. This one only comes with 4 shades and a sponge that I will never ever use. This one you get a purple, a green, a yellow, and then a concealer shade. This formula is super similar to the Maybelline formula. I liked both of these pretty much equally. I like the color selection in the Maybelline better. I like that you get 6 shades in this one as opposed to the 4 shades here. But consistency wise, super similar to the Maybelline. Really creamy, really pigmented, really good coverage, easy to work with, easy to blend. Just a great all-around color correcting palette. I definitely would recommend this one as well. And last but not least is from NYX, and this is just the NYX HD concealer, but this is in the green shade. Now I'm kind of torn on this one. I liked it, but I'm not crazy about it. I think I'd rather have a cream, honestly. This one for some reason just left a lot of green behind, and even when I put on my foundation it kind of seemed to show through a little bit. Just didn't blend out all the way. So I'm not a fan of this one, unfortunately. I thought I was really gonna like it. I like the idea of having a doe foot and just being like super easy, like, you know, pimple there, just easy to, you know, use and cover up, but I am not a big fan of this formula. I would either use a cream or something from a kit like this. Okay, so for my top 3 favorites that I definitely recommend, I think you should go out and buy. Totally worth the price tag. So the first one being the NYX color correcting palette, second one being the L'Oreal, and the third one being the Maybelline. I don't think you'll be disappointed with any of these products. I think they are amazing color correctors. They did exactly what I wanted them to do. Were easy to work with and just great products. The 2 that I would definitely not recommend, don't waste your time, don't spend your money on it, is the Ulta brand, unfortunately, and the NYX finishing powder. These just did nothing for me, was not impressed. They were sheer, just did not do anything for me. So that wraps up this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Next up in my Battle of the Drugstore series, it will be, what will it be? I guess it'll be setting powders. Yes, I think it'll be setting powders. So let me know down below if there's any setting powders that you would definitely want me to pick up, and I will for sure be reviewing those for you. If not, I'll just kind of pick up, you know, a few from different brands and things like that. I don't think I have anything else to say. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.